Hello everyone! Today we're going to finish putting down the terrain for my Jurassic Classic racetrack. I'm going to build the volcano and the rocky terrain around the little speed bump over here that's out in the middle of the lava. And as you can see, I've already done some work since our previous episode. Just to save a little time, I've already placed down all of the lava blocks. And all you need to do for that, just to catch up to where I am, is you're going to use this massive lava block from the basic blocks drawer, and you're going to put that down level with the terrain block over here, and you're going to run 12 of those large massive blocks in that direction and 8 of them in this direction, and going 8 in this direction will take you to the edge of the terrain over here. And going 12 over in this direction will take you about to where the back of that waterfall is. And just bringing this out so you can see it. So just like that. And going out that far just kind of gives the illusion when you're driving down here on the terrain that that lava extends off into the distance. So on my Wii U, I don't have enough memory to be able to run terrain all the way around the perimeter of this and put a nice border on it. But I'm not sure you necessarily need that. So just having the lava there is fine. Okay, and that's all I've done since last time. Again, I just did that to save memory. So now we're going to pick up this cliff piece. Set that down. We're going to spin it around and drop one right out here on the back side of this, down 1 notch to set it on the lava. And sorry, just pulling up my screen grab here. And then we're going to change the theme, and all of the texture we're going to put down today is going to use the Nomansian Island headquarters theme. I'll set that to be my theme. That's kind of the lava texture that goes well out here. And then we're going to run a bunch of these all the way down to the end of the lava. So when you're out on the lava field, you can't see what's on the other side of that wall. And likewise, when you're in this part of the track, you can't see what's over that way. And then we're going to run this, continue running this down this direction till you get to this point. And then we'll put a little cap on this. And then we're going to go all the way down here to the edge of the lava, like you see there. And we're going to run this back this direction, and I don't have room for a full-size one, so we'll put the half one in here. Like that. And the main thing is that covers up some of the ugliness with the terrain there as you're driving up this wall. And again, we're going to have trees and rocks and things in here to kind of help hide that as well. So that's what that does. It's just hide the terrain ugliness. Okay, next, let's pick this piece up and put it down, which gets us to this part of the drawer. And we're going to use this block. We'll do this little speed bump piece over here first. So we're going to place this on the terrain and right up against the racetrack like that. And the purpose of this is to cover up the gap underneath the track. And yeah, so we're going to put a couple of these on either side, and then because that looks so blocky, we'll add some rocky visual interest around that. And since we've already used this terrain block here, and the model for that's already loaded in memory, we'll continue to use that out here. That'll just save us a little bit of memory overall. Because once you've already loaded the model for this, it doesn't cost you anything to have this in the toy box. Let's see, actually, I'm going to spin this around like that. I think that looks better. And this one we'll put out like that. And we've already used this one in here as well. That'll just kind of break that up a little bit. So that looks pretty decent. And then on the other side here, we'll put one of these down here. And the rest we'll do with this. Like that. So there is our little speed bump. And we'll put a couple of decorations on the top of this next time. Alright, let's come over here to the racetrack now, and we'll build the ramp for the volcano. And that's going to tell us where the volcano gets built. So I picked that piece up and put it down to get to the racetrack pieces. And we're going to grab this steep, here it is, steep bowed track. And we want to line this up like that. So the edge of this, the bottom edge, is lined up with the edge of that. Okay? And then we're going to change the theme on this. And once again, we're going to use the remote headquarters road. I'll set that to be the theme. Here we go. And then we're going to use the steep flat piece. And we're going to build 3 of these high. That gets us up to the top of the volcano. Alright, let's pick up this square piece again. We're going to use this small terrain block, which isn't that small. We're going to put this up just like you see right there. And we're going to do this on either side. We'll put another piece out here like that. Okay. And then go back to this piece. And, sorry, I gotta grab my screenshot here. Alright. Just to kind of build a little step for this. We're gonna put one of these on either side of the volcano. And we'll build some rockiness around that in a minute. This is just kind of the base for the volcano here. Okay. And then we're going to come back and we'll continue to use this. Again, once you start adding a lot of variety in here, it uses memory. And we don't want to waste memory. Because once we add all the plants in, we're going to have a lot of memory eaten up. So, alright, so we'll put those here like that. And then up on top of here, this one out like that. That makes that look much more interesting. So I like how that came out. We'll we'll put this one here. And it also helps indicate why the road comes out that far on the track. It's because it has to go around all of this. There we go. So that looks pretty good. And then we'll come around on this side. And this side's not quite so important that it doesn't look repetitive, because the player's really not going to get a good look at this side of the track. They're only really going to get a glimpse of this when they come through the cave over there. So that's really the only purpose that we have in putting these rocks here. Because otherwise the players, they jump off this thing or they drive around it, they're really never going to see this. So alright, and then this one we'll put up here. Put one of these small ones back there, and another one down here. Okay. And then because that side looks kind of flat, we'll grab our cliff pieces here again. Put these along the sides. Like that. So that's looking pretty good. Okay. So let's pick this piece up again, put it down. And we kind of need to fill something in back here. So we're going to place this back here like this. And actually we're going to drop that down, sorry. Like that. Just got to leave room for the lava. And then pick that piece up and put it down. I think, yeah, we go to this, to the right, this direction. And just put a nicer little edge on the front of that. And you'll notice I'm leaving it open behind here. Sometimes if you get hit with the lava, a lot of times it'll put you back over there at the start of the cave, because it determines that is the safest part to begin on. Sometimes it'll put you down here. So you want this open so the player can drive out of here, or the AI cars for that matter. Alright, so that looks pretty good. And then we need the peaks. And for that we're going to go to the left. And over here we have some volcano pieces. Here we go. So we'll put some of these along the front here. And let's see, how did I have this? I think it was that way, actually. Yep. Had it that way. And then on the other side, oops, sorry, that's over closer to the track. Like that. And then on this side, I had this oriented like that. So it looks a little different on either side as you drive up. And there is a hole in the top, but the player's never going to see that, so I'm not really worried about that. And then over here, we have these little peaks, small mountaintop peaks. We can put those over here to cover up that little gap there. And also make it look like you're jumping right over the peak. So just like that. And that looks pretty impressive just by itself. But once you add the volcano pieces in here, then it gets really interesting. So for that, we'll go back to the blocks, basic blocks drawer. We're going to use the erupting lava block. We're going to place these right across here like this. And you only need one row of these. And then we'll use the non-erupting block behind that. And you'll notice they don't erupt by default. We'll take care of that next time when we do the logic for this. Okay. I think that is everything. Well, that's it for the terrain, except for the cave ceiling. Next time I'll show you all of the plant placements and how to hook up the little bit of logic that we have in this toy box, and also put that cave ceiling on, and then this racetrack will be done. It's a pretty quick and easy build compared to some of my other toy boxes. Anyway, thank you for watching. Before you go, please hit the like button and leave a comment to let me know what you think of the build process so far. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already and you like what I'm doing with Disney Infinity. Have a great day.